What's up, guys? Welcome to This Week in Business. It's been a while since I've done one of these, maybe 2-3 weeks. Obviously just had quite a bit on. Mainly today I wanted to talk about the launch of our free trials and a little bit of an insight as to why we're doing that. Obviously not to sell you the free trial, but to give you an insight as to why we're giving it a go. I guess it's a little bit of a trial of a trial. Now, we've used free trials in the past and we've found our conversion rates were actually quite low on them because we had them paid, they were too cheap, they got too much for it, and then they left during the start. So realistically, why we wanted to do a free trial is when clients come on board, a lot of our clients nowadays have had personal trainers before, and they express to us that they wish I found out sooner. They wish they knew that this was the level of service that was possible. They didn't know that check-ins, video reviews, conversations, specific programming, back-end education and help and all of those things were actually a standard service and that they could get that. And typically they were paying more for their service than what they were with us. So opening up a trial the goal was to be able to allow people who are maybe a little bit curious but not necessarily super bought into purchasing from us just yet to get in and just have a look around and compare us to everyone else on the market. And because we believe so much in our product, we think that we'll be successful on the back end of that. And then the same thing goes for the Coaches Collective. It's really challenging to explain to people how in-depth our courses are. Obviously, we hit on the pain points and all the stuff that we talk about in our content marketing and making sure that we're identifying that we can solve the problems of the people that are in front of us. But I think a lot of people in that space are a little bit naive to the problems that they have as well. So if we can hit a little bit on the head of okay, this is something that you're struggling with, getting into the trial, they'll see oh, fuck, I never thought about that. I never even looked at that. I hadn't considered that. I never thought of things that way. And that's the feedback we get a lot. And the same thing, they hire the business coach, they get taught the copy with the emojis and the bullshit video funnel and then wonder why they're still not getting any business in 3 months' time. Or it's they made me X on the start because you just put your prices up but didn't actually do anything beyond that. So we know that when people come in and experience our services, that our services are very high quality. We're happy to stack them against anyone else in the market, particularly at the price point that they're at. So allowing people to get in, have a feel around, play with it, no restrictions, no nothing, this is what we're about. And then I guess the pushback against having a trial would be well, they're going to get a lot of stuff for free. Obviously within our stuff, we've got lots of downloads and templates and all that kind of stuff that people could get in and take. A good analogy I heard for that the other day is you can show someone your chess moves, but it doesn't mean you're able to execute them. So downloading all of our templates doesn't really mean anything if you haven't gone through the process of why they're important, how to use them, how to execute them effectively, etc., etc. So, hey, on the flip side, if you do, our goal is to actually help people make the industry better. So if you come in and take some free shit and you go out and be a better coach and influence people and you're able to look back and be hey, actually that resource from STC Fit Learning was really, really valuable. It helped my clients. It helped me. Then fucking go for it. That's what we're here to do anyway. There's going to be a lot of stuff that we're doing that we're not going to be getting time exchange or direct exchanges for cash over this year, this 12 months. So it's not a big concern for us as long as we're making the industry better, building our own reputation as well. So STC Fit and STC Fit Learning can start to develop what we believe the reputation we deserve, which will be of a high quality service where we put the people we work with first and making sure that we deliver the highest standard that we can and keep things in a relative price point within that as well. So time will tell whether or not it's been effective. Sales have been pretty good leading up to this, so we'll see if they take a dive or if they hopefully improve. This is always the goal when you change any kind of marketing. And we'll continue on. We've obviously still working on a couple of projects in the back end. Looks like we've just added another one because Jason and I just got really excited about something over coffee and a workout. So there's another thing that's coming up later in the year. But right now we're head down, bum up on creating our training app, which will work for both our clients and then we'll be able to distribute for coaches as well, taking a little bit of a different approach to your typical Trainerize or Trainer Hub or whatever it is that people are using at the moment that don't have the customization that they would like and all the features that they would like, particularly within programming, but also within community and coaching relationships and effective check-ins and all that kind of stuff where those things really drop the ball and it's still relying on that face-to-face time. So we want to be able to build a systemized approach to that. So that's exciting. We've seen some outlines of that already, and it really looks legit. So we're really happy with how that's coming across. NFT project is in the works. We've already submitted for our artwork, so we should have that back in the next week or so, I believe. Maybe that will be an early wedding present for me, that they come through next week and we get to have a look at what our artwork will be. I'm not going to name the name of what the animal is, but it is an animal. That's all I'll say for now. The guest episodes for STC Fit Learning have been a huge hit. It's always, when we have the Flex guys on, the download numbers always pop up. We've got such a loyal following. So it's been cool to have those guys on. Really excited to take a big swing in a different direction next week, which a little bit of a hint, we want to do a little bit more moving forwards and have Morgan from Penny Finance on and talk about cash flow and establishing good money habits within your business, within your personal life, and then being in a position that you can run as an adult. Like a lot of personal trainers fall out of the industry just because they aren't set up correctly, not running finances correctly. Obviously, some not making enough money, some making enough money, but taking cash and still not having direct debits and doing all these kind of like ancient stuff that we take for granted. Putting in true cash flow and budgeting measures to allow you to borrow personally and even borrow as a business and open up some opportunities for you there. So yeah, really excited to have Morgan in next week. Otherwise, I think that's about it that's going on. Things look like we're on the up, particularly here in Victoria. Masks are going to be no longer from this week, so it's a good sign that we're maybe on the backside and not looking at any future lockdowns, touch wood, for at least the foreseeable future. So it'd be nice to have a really solid run at it. Starting to see a lot of confidence come back with other trainers in the market, and gyms are starting to fill up again. So I think we're in a really good spot as an industry to at least seeing it in Victoria and speaking to people around the country that things are on that upward trajectory that we've been waiting for. So it's exciting times. All right, if you need anything, please hit us up. Make sure you go to stcfitlearning.com. Check out all our resources. Hit like, subscribe below. Check out our other videos. And obviously, head over to our free trial, which is on the website. You'll find it. And if you're interested in being one of our clients, you can also check out at the stcfit.com site and go to coaching and check out the Lifters Circle. And there's a free trial there. Maybe you just want to scope us and see what we're actually offering. I won't be mad if you do that. Go for it. All right, thanks for another week, guys. Make sure you check out the podcast, and we will be back this week, maybe next week, whenever the time arrives.